Yo, what is up, guys? It's Chino Ball here. And let's go. I did it. I was able to actually beat the boss and finally finish Sekiro through my second playthrough. And let me just say, this playthrough and these bosses were my funnest out of any boss in this game. Emma was something very new for me. Like in the first playthrough, I never went down the road. I actually broke the iron code, and per usual, everyone fights the owl during the scene. And because I already had fought the owl and beat the game the first playthrough that way, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me try a different route. Let me actually uphold the iron code. And I've played Souls games a lot. I've played Demon. I've recently just beat Demon Souls. I've played all the Dark Souls trilogies. I've played Elden Ring. The only game that I have not played was Bloodborne, and I'm sad. I hope one day it does come to PC so I am able to play it. But nonetheless, if you play Dark Souls, you know when they give you one option and you choose the opposite option and then they give you the option again, you normally assume, okay, maybe it doesn't want me to go down this route. Maybe I can't. Maybe it's the game is forcing me to go the other way. And so that's what I was expecting when he asked me, are you sure you want to maintain the iron code? I was like, yeah, you know what? For the hell of it, let me see what he says if I continue to click maintain the iron code. And when it gave me the cutscene, I was so caught off guard because I was like, what did I just do? I never expected that I would be given a choice to go down a different path. And so I did. And Emma was a challenge for me because it was a new territory for me. I have never seen I've seen TikToks about Ishin, the person I'm facing right now. I've seen people fight Emma, but I never knew how to get there. Yes, people are saying, it's a simple search on YouTube, on Google to find out the way. And I was like, yeah, it is. But I actually like being surprised by games and learning new things about it that I didn't go through in the first playthrough. And so because I maintained the iron code, I didn't fight Owl. And instead, I fought Ishin and I fought Emma. But what I did not expect was that they were going to be back-to-back battles. Just like Genshiro's battles during the first playthrough. After you beat Genshiro, you end up facing Ishin, Sword of Saint, I believe. And it may be the same guy, but his attacks are a lot different. He has a spear, he has a gun. It's just so good to see, so good to fight, because it's like, all right, it's something new. And the fact that I fought him here, the way he was, and I was not expecting, that he would be this strong, I was blown away. I enjoyed Emma because she was fast. I had to learn how to parry again. I had to learn how to keep up with her. But Ishin was so much slower that I was like thinking, all right, I was still fighting Emma and I was timing Emma, the timing off of Emma. And so I was like, okay, I am doing it wrong. I have to, change my timing again so I can keep up with Ishin. He was a lot slower than Emma. And one thing that I hated so much was that freaking grapple that he did, like you saw. I could not for the life of me be able to get away from that grapple. If you look in the beginning of the video, I end up getting hit by that same grapple by Emma. And it was just the most frustrating thing because I would always assume he would try to go for a sword sweep or a sword thrust. And no, he would hit me with the sword and then go straight for the grapple. And because I was so close and they lunge at you, I could not run away. I was always getting hit. And right here, when I got to his third phase, I was not expecting it because I was like, all right, I had no gourds left. I was very low on health and I couldn't keep up. I knew I was not beating him, so I decided, all right, you know what? I was very nervous. So I was like, all right, I need to calm down. I need to reset, and I need to do this when I'm fresh and I'm good. And so I did. And, I still struggled, In this video, it shows like 15, 16 minutes. That's not the case. This live stream I ended up deleting because it was about an hour long, and it ended up crashing on me and stopping my stream. And I was like, you know what? Instead of uploading the entire live stream of me getting my butt handed to me by Emma, by Ishin, and constantly me being killed in this game, I was like, you know what? Let me just show you the parts of me. Yes, I still died to show that it it was still a struggle for me, but I was still able to finally beat him, to finally beat these bosses, to finally be like, okay, I finally beat this game again. And amazing as it was, I will forever, in my opinion, think Sekiro is the best Souls-like game that they've ever made. This game just can't be beat. Yes, people can have their own opinions. I agree. If you like Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, I have a friend who actually enjoyed Dark Souls 2 better than Dark Souls 3. And, I think he's crazy for that. Shout out to you, Ant. But I was like, all right, he has his opinion. But I even told him before he even played this game, I was like, look, bro, if you play this game, your whole aspect is going to change because this game is very unrivaled, in my opinion, because of the way the movement is. It's a lot quicker. The parrying is to perfection. The bosses are unique, and the game in itself is very hard. The game is very, either you learn and get skilled at this game, or you will constantly struggle in this game. And, you can't get summons like you can in Elden Ring. You can't get helps. You can't upgrade your sword. You can't do anything to make yourself overpowered. You're stuck with the sword you're given. Yes, you can upgrade your attributes and stuff. That can help you. That's fine, but you can't, upgrade your health as much, like you can do in Elden Ring. You can just go farm for souls. In Dark Souls, same thing, go farm for souls, level up your health to as high as it can get, and just go through the game, through the playthrough, and then beat it on easy. On this game, you have to actually get good at it. In simple terms, you have to get good. And this is why I love this game so much. And again, in my opinion, this game is the best game that they have ever created software. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, or I may get the branding of them wrong, and I apologize. But this is their best games that they ever created, in my opinion. And yes, I heard Elden Ring DLC is coming and stuff, and that may fill the void, but I really can't wait to see what next game they may end up doing. And so, till then, I can't wait. But for right now, I'll just have to keep replaying games that I've already beaten, and just keep waiting for them to actually make a new game. And that move right there, the one-minded move that he does when I first played through, caught me so off guard, because I was like, okay, he's just gonna do a slash, I can block, easy counter. But when he did the movement for it, and then the slashes caught me because I ran towards him in one of my live streams. If you want to go check it out, I was like, this is something so new to me that it I felt so happy because I was like, you know what, I got this. Like, it's a new move. Could I deflect it? It's a new thing for me to aspire to try and get. And I loved once I defeated the boss that I could actually end up getting that move. And I just can't, bro. This game will forever be my number one pick out of any of the Souls games that were created. And yes, many of you will argue it's not a Souls games, it's a Souls-like games. I do not care. I love this game so much that to me, it's over Elden Ring. It's over Demon Souls. It's over the Dark Souls trilogies. It's just that good, in my opinion. Again, I can't really say much about Bloodborne because I have never played it. I will play it one day, and then I will see if Bloodborne is better than this. But for right now, this game is my top number one. And for any of you who do play Souls games, I would highly recommend you play this game, because this game it has its moments. It is frustrating sometimes. If you look at my live streams, you can clearly see I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting angry at it because it does have its errors. It does have its moments where it's like, all right, I was playing too passive aggressive, or I was being too aggressive when I shouldn't have been. And so it helped me, like, you know what, this is not like any of the Souls games. You have to learn, you have to be patient with it. And right here, when I finally got him, I was so overjoyed that I just stopped for a minute, put my controller down, and I was like, I did it. And I was so happy. Like, I ended up joining a Discord with my friends, and I'm like, yo, I finally did it. I beat the game. I beat it on a different path. I was just very happy. And, right here is the cutscenes for you who wants to see it. Here you go. I apologize, there is no sound because my mic was messing up and my entire PC was messing up. So all I could do was record it, and here it is. But when I saw the scene, I was expecting to face Owl again. I was expecting to face another boss. I was expecting to continue to play the game. But I was like, okay, this is a new scene. All right, let me see what happens. And so when he said, I would expect from my own, I was like, okay, who am I going to face? Am I going to have to face Genshiro again? Am I going to have to face the master that was there? Even though, was I supposed to go face him or anything? Like, what was going to happen? And the fact that when he came to this scene and he was like, okay, this country is mine. And when he got stabbed right there, my jaw dropped, completely dropped, because I was like, ain't no way I did that. And I thought, he would have summoned a different monster, a different boss fight. But no, when that happened, and then I saw it instantly died. The owl instantly died. And then when the kid came out and he saw that, I picked up the sword, and to me, even though this may be considered the bad ending, I feel like this ending scene right here, when you show that it shows, you have the mortal blade, you have your sword, and then you have the owl sword right here, and your arm is on fire. Dopest cutscene for me, dopest ending. Like, this to me was the best ending, in my opinion, and I will forever love it. But till then, I'm out, guys.